I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I didn't even ask for an explanation. I simply picked up my keys, stepped outside, and kept walking. I never turned back. Maybe that's what unsettled them the most. That I didn't react how they imagined. There was no screaming match, no begging, no desperate questions. No attempt to fight for something they'd already shattered beyond repair. I made leaving effortless. I made disappearing look easy. We'd been married 5 years, together for 7. She was my everything. And he was my brother. Bound by blood and vows, both of which they tore apart with whispered words and midnight messages. It started with little things. She laughed more freely around him. They shared glances and jokes I wasn't included in. Her phone lighting up late at night, his name glowing on the screen. At first I ignored it. He was family. She was my wife. Surely, I told myself, they were just close. Just comfortable. Just familiar. But your gut always knows. Once suspicion takes root, it doesn't let go. The night it all came undone, her phone was lying on the couch. She was in the kitchen laughing. Something about that laugh felt wrong. I didn't mean to look. But I did. Maybe I had to. Maybe I needed proof of what my heart already knew. I opened their messages. Scrolled. Scrolled more. There was nothing innocent left. Hadn't been for a while. Their conversations held moments I never lived. Plans to meet while I worked. Secrets and jokes, and the kind of words a married woman should never send. Especially not to her husband's brother. And then I saw the message that ended everything. It's easier pretending around him when I know it's you I really want. I locked the phone. Set it down exactly where I found it. And walked upstairs. She was brushing her hair, smiling at me through the mirror. She had no idea. No clue she had already lost me. I didn't need a fight. I didn't want an apology. What I wanted was distance. I packed a small bag. Some clothes. My wallet. My passport. I placed my wedding ring on the table. And walked out. No goodbye. No confrontation. I didn't call anyone. I knew word would spread soon enough. That night, I checked into a cheap hotel. Sat on the edge of the bed, staring at the wall. I waited for rage. It never came. Just a hollow, freezing ache. An unbearable disappointment that drowned everything else. They hadn't just cheated. They chose each other, knowing what it would cost me. I moved to a new city the next week. Changed jobs. Started a new life. I didn't block them. But I never replied. They messaged. They called. Mutual friends reached out. But I wasn't ready to speak. Sometimes survival means breaking quietly, so you can rebuild loudly. A year went by. I healed. Reclaimed parts of myself they'd trampled. I didn't forget, but I stopped carrying the weight of their choices. Then one evening, someone knocked on my door. Unexpected. I opened it to find them. Both of them. Side by side. No longer smug, no longer sure. Just tired. Weathered by consequences. She looked thinner. He seemed worn out. Pain had come for them too, clearly. I said nothing. Arms crossed, I waited. She spoke first. I know we don't deserve to be here, but we had to see you. I didn't move. Didn't invite them in. Then he took a step forward. I ruined everything. I lost my brother for nothing. I looked at him. Not with hatred. Just with the hollow detachment of someone who had already grieved. Then she added, her voice shaky. We're not together anymore. It all fell apart. I realized what I destroyed, but too late. Silence stretched between us. Uncomfortable. Unfixable. They were searching for something. Forgiveness maybe. Closure, redemption, who knows? But I was no longer that version of me. I met her eyes and said, if it hadn't fallen apart, you wouldn't be here. She flinched. Swallowed the truth. Then I turned to him. You didn't just lose your brother. You lost the right to call me family. He opened his mouth to respond. I didn't let him. Take care of yourselves. That was all I had left. I stepped back and closed the door. No tears. No dramatic goodbyes. Just a quiet, final decision. I heard their footsteps retreat down the hall. And behind the closed door, I breathed in the stillness. For the first time in a long while, I felt something stronger than pain. Peace. Because that night, I didn't just walk away from them. I walked back to myself. And that changed everything.